Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. Wow, how's everybody doing? If you're live with me, drop where you're coming in from and what is coming up for you. And what are you struggling with this week around? Is it like heart health? Is it nutrition? What are you working on? Because the reality is here we are about 7 weeks into the year. Can you believe that? I was just saying to my mentor, we're almost through February. Holy cow. Like, what is happening? I can't believe we're almost through February. It just doesn't seem possible, does it? So I want to welcome everybody. And this is about the time that people start to lose their grit, their desire, their want to actually, it's not their want, I shouldn't say that, their strategies and their goals from the new year, right? That's why I don't ever believe in New Year's resolutions. It's all about us, like literally showing up for ourselves and making the changes so that we can meet and exceed the goals that we want to create. So you always hear me say it's not another diet. It's not stop eating this food, that food. Maybe it is, maybe you have allergies to it, but what I want to share with you is when we're eating the right foods for our body, we're happy, we're in a really good relationship, we're in a good place in our life. This is when we really begin to shine and our body comes with us, right? So our body is such an amazing sort of way that it works, and its metabolism and how the organs work together and our nervous system all works together. And when we give it what we need, like that's when we're the healthiest version of ourselves. So today, because everybody is getting sick, everybody that's coming into the clinic is like struggling with a cough, a cold, a virus, bloating. If it's not one thing, it's another. And so I really wanted to continue to talk about heart health because we're closing out February, right? Which was all about heart health and cardiovascular. But today, I want to connect the heart with the immunity. So boosting our heart and our immune health naturally, and really give you some winter wellness strategies that you can actually do for yourself every single day, right? So that you can be the healthiest version of yourself. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Dr. Holly Donahue, and I have a big question for you. How are you really feeling this winter? Are you feeling strong and energized and resilient? Drop it in the chat. Like, how are you feeling? Or are you dragging through your days, catching every little bug, feeling tired and sluggish, and your friends and your family are getting sick, and you're wondering if you're next? Or are you even noticing some extra stress on your heart? If you are in the second camp, you're not alone. Right now, so many people, leaders and executives and high performers and C-suite executives, they're just like you. They're struggling to stay healthy. But here's the good news that I want to share with you. You don't have to suffer through winter feeling like you're exhausted and you're run down. So today I'm sharing some powerful naturopathic strategies that not only I use, that I share with my patients in the clinic every single day, even on the phone when they call me, to help you stay on top of your health and your game naturally, because I'm sure many of you have goals that you're looking to achieve, because that's who you are. You're goal oriented. You want the best in your life. You want to be the healthiest version of yourself, right? A, all of the above, D, all of the above, whatever you want to say, right? So I'm just super grateful to be here with you. And drop a yes in the comments if you're ready to protect your heart and your immune system this winter. Or type energy in the chat if you're struggling with fatigue and you want solutions. So I want to talk about what is the link between heart health and immunity. Did you know that your immune system and heart health are deeply connected? If your heart is under stress from inflammation, poor circulation, or even oxidative stress, your immune system takes a hit. And vice versa. We all work together, right? So, chronic infections and inflammation from a weakened immune system can truly strain the heart, leading to some of the issues like high blood pressure and increased cardiovascular risk. But the truth is often when we see those cases, many doctors don't go to the immunity and the infections. They go right towards, like, let's give you a pill for your blood pressure, let's bring your cholesterol down. And, because the goal is really, that's right upon means that we want to decrease your risk for cardiovascular disease, right? So, what can we do? What do I do with patients? So, I want to start with what's on your plate, because you always hear me say food is medicine. Let food be your medicine and medicine be your food, unless your body becomes weakened. And today we're kind of talking about a weakened immune system, right? So, did you know that your immune system and your heart health are truly deeply connected? I'm asking that question again on purpose, right? So we really want to start to talk about, like, there's that connection. So if we start to look at what's on your plate, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your nutrition right now? Like, how many vegetables are you eating? Are you eating too much sugar and processed foods? You're getting your protein in at every meal? Like, be honest. So 1 is like, Dr. Donahue, it's not so good. And 10 is like, it's amazing. Like, I've got it. I'm rocking it. I'm getting in the nutrition I need, the healthy fats, the omega-3s. Like, I'm doing it. Right. So really be honest with yourself, because this is how we actually learn how to do change. Right. So some of the top foods that I think of for heart health and immune support, for the number one that you're going to hear me say, are healthy fats. So we're looking at raw olive oils like avocados, nuts and seeds, wild caught fishes like salmon, halibut, even sardines and water, right? Those are so needed for the heart, and also for really good, strong immunity. The other one that I think of often is antioxidant rich foods. And I think of greens, right? So I think of like kale and spinach and arugula, but I can also think of like the brighter colored fruits, like the blueberries, the raspberries, the strawberries, the blackberries. Like, those are actually also antioxidant rich, but you want to be cautious of how much you're utilizing of those, because they could be sugar related, right? We also want to make sure that we're getting in foods that I say are vitamin C boosters. So it could be your citrus fruits, but again, be careful. Some of the oranges and things have quite a bit of sugar in them. So how do we blunt the sugar response? We could eat those with some nuts or some healthy fats. I also think about bell peppers and kiwi for vitamin C, right? But please don't drink orange juice. I have so many patients say to me, Dr. Donahue, I'm going to drink some orange juice. It's great for my immunity. The truth is, it's not. It's just really high sugar, and high sugar like suppresses your immunity. That's why I'm always trying to get patients to stop eating sugar, especially when they don't feel good. You want to lean towards your proteins and your healthy fats and your vegetables, right? Is everybody with me? For those of you that are listening to the replay, like, drop notes in the comments so we kind of know where you're at, or head over to our community. Another powerhouse that I always think about is mushrooms. They are immune powerhouses, like shiitake, maitake, reishi. They are so wonderful for the immune system. If you don't like mushrooms, you could also do a mushroom powder. There's so many of them out there now, and you could put that in your smoothie, right? Or cut them up really small and put them in soups and things. Polyphenols, they are really great for heart protection. So I'm looking at like dark berries, pomegranates, raw cacao, not that has a lot of sugar in it, but just raw cacao in general. And lastly, I think of zinc and selenium for our immune system that connects the heart. And those I think of, there's only 2 I really think of there. There's probably more, but this is what's off my brain that I'm sharing with you today, is pumpkin seeds and Brazil nuts, right? So how do we make this all practical? Because that was a lot of food, Dr. Donahue, right? Think about re-listening to this, Or you can even Google like immune supporting foods. We have that ability now, right? I challenge you to add at least 3 of these foods into your meals this week. It's that simple. Or I want you to think about which of the foods that you already eat. Drop them in the chat. If you're already eating it, that's great. So which ones do you get to add? Right? So this is how we make change, because we can't, so many people want to just clear out their cabinets and just do it right now. Like we have to add, and I've done that over the years, right? And some things that I thought were really powerful for me and my immune system, whatnot, just they're not as strong as they used to be. So I had to pivot, or I like different foods, and that's okay. So it's really figuring out what works for you and what you enjoy. The next thing I want to talk about is so important. Stress and sleep and your impact on your heart and your immune health. Why do you think sleep is a non-negotiable? Because when you don't sleep, that's going to raise your cortisol, which increases your inflammation. High amounts of inflammation weaken the immune system and even increase the risk for heart disease. Again, poor sleep is going to raise your cortisol. That's going to increase your inflammation. It's going to weaken your immune system and even increase the risk of heart disease. So studies show that getting at least 6 hours of sleep consistently doubles your risk of heart attack. You don't want to get less than 6 hours. It's really that serious, you guys. Like, sleep is so important, right? And so the more you sleep, the better you heal, your immunity begins to heal. And then it's like they take you on your journey. You're actually giving your body what it needs. So what can you add to your, like, I'm always wanting to give you like easy tips and tools where you can add to what you're doing to actually have you sleep better and really support your immunity. Get morning sunlight when you can to regulate your circadian rhythm. I know we're living in darker winter months, and it's like it's sunshine out here right now, but this morning it was a little bit darker, but we're already at 2:45, but I still try, when I take my pup out in the morning, I try to really get morning sunlight. Even if it's not bright and sunny, I'm still getting that air, that energy from the sunshine. The other thing that you could think about is, like, if you're somebody that wants to use a screen before bed, I would think about not doing it a minimum of 1 hour, but I always think 2 to 3 hours before bed, because that's going to lower your blue light exposure, right? So the more that you're on your screen right before bed, even if you wear blue light glasses, it still can increase the ability to turn your brain on and your melatonin to not kick in. And remember, your melatonin is what says, okay, it's time to sleep. It's time to rest and go to sleep, right? So if we're constantly stimulating it with light, then that calm and that yin and that low energy is not coming in for you to feel peaceful and want to go to sleep. And the last ones that I think about are, maybe you want to drink some chamomile tea before your bed, or maybe magnesium. I will tell you, almost everybody is deficient in magnesium. Everybody. Even I take magnesium. Or you could do a passion flower tea before bed. Or even with my patients, what I talk about is I say, create a sleep plan that works for you, right? And don't have any stressful conversations right before you go to bed, because that can stimulate your brain and get you going, and then get you worried, and then your nervous system, and then you can't sleep well. So who here that's with me right now, there's several of you who get 7 to 8 hours of sleep a night. Drop sleep in the chat if you do. And if you don't, say no. If you're getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep, that's great. I am so proud of you. That's when you're going to strengthen your immune system and strengthen your heart. And really, with all the bugs and the flus and the viruses that are coming your way, you're going to be in a better place, because you need sleep to heal. When you sleep, your body naturally detoxes, it gets rest, even deep REM sleep. The last piece that I want to talk about here is natural remedies and supplements that work. Again, please always check with your primary care provider and make sure, it's okay. Or if you're working with a naturopath or a functional medicine practitioner, but these are just top immunity supplements that I use for what I call like winter resilience. And patients know to have many of these on hand in case they do get sick, because they can call me and they can be like, okay, like this is what my symptoms are. What do I take? So I think about vitamin D and K, which is critical for both heart and immune support. I also think of vitamin C, like you can double your units of vitamin C. Sometimes I even triple it with patients for immunity, right? I also think of zinc and selenium because that is essential for your immune system to function. Omega 3s, I don't think about increasing them, but I think about you always being on them, whether you're getting them through, like we talked about, like fatty fishes, or nuts, or raw olive oils, or your fish oil. Those are important because they keep inflammation down and they support your heart health. So it's not like I would boost them up, but I would think about always having them in your body, especially if you're somebody that craves sugar. I have a surprise for you if that's something that you struggle with. So keep on the line so that you can hear where we're going with this. The other one that I think about is adaptogens. So I think of ashwagandha, astragalus, eleutherococcus. Like those are not only, those can cross over between adaptogens and actually immune support. So that's why I really think of those. Like even if somebody's sick and a patient calls me, I might make them an immune support tea that also has a crossover with adaptogens in it. And if they don't have high blood pressure and they can handle licorice, then I always use licorice root as a driver, right? To actually give the taste. The other immune system powerhouses that I think of for herbs is elderberry and then astragalus. So those are my go-tos for immune system herbs. And from the food piece, which I forgot to talk about, is make your own soups because they are nurturing and they're nourishing and they're warm, and get your garlic and your onions and your ginger in them. And so that can be super, super healing. So I will tell you that not all supplements are created equal. This drives me crazy because everybody's trying to get on the supplement wagon. Know that you get high quality professional grade supplements, know where the raw materials are coming from, and know that they're third party tested. So if you take any of these, drop pill in the chat if you use supplements and it's working for you for your immunity. Let me know. Okay, so kind of this is where I want to close because I always just want to make this short and sweet for you so that it's something that you can use that are practical, that you can step away this week, and that, 3 to 4 steps that you can start doing right now, that what we talked about above. You want to add heart and immune boosting foods to your meals. We talked about picking 3. Improve your sleep routine. I gave several of those tips. Figure out your own sleep ritual, what works for you. And then take 5 minutes a day for stress management. Is that deep breathing? Is it walking outside if it's not freezing out? Is it meditation? Is it gratitude? Like, let's stay on top of your health this winter so that you're not down for a week or so like some of my patients have been. Really step into it because the body is incredible when you give it what it needs, but we often end up with colds and flus and viruses because we're not eating as healthy as we should, or there's too much starches and sugars in there, there's too much going on, and then we end up sick. So if today's live resonated with you, I really have something exciting coming up that I'm so excited about, that we've been working on for a long time with my team. I am going to be hosting a deep dive training coming this Wednesday, February 26th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Join me live because it's going to be super fun. We're going to go deep all on how to eliminate sugar, lose stubborn weight, and increase insane amounts of energy. I'm going to drop the Zoom link in the chat so you can go over and register. It's going to be so much fun. And I'm just super excited about it. Like I said, my team and I have been working super hard on really creating this and making sure that it's just going to be there for you. And, because sugar, so many people are addicted to sugar and they're just not sure what to do, and they're not sure what to guide, and they're not sure where to start, and they don't realize that carbs equal sugar. So I'm going to be diving deep into your sugar cravings, stress, metabolism, and really how to create a body that you truly love living in every day. So if you have ever felt like you're trapped in cycles of sugar cravings and exhaustion, and you're frustrated and you're feeling bloated with your health, then this is for you. I'm going to cover the truth about sugar's impact on your hormones and your energy and your metabolism. Why sugar addiction? It's not just about willpower. It's really about your metabolism and your biochemistry. How to reset your body naturally to actually reduce your sugar cravings and feel amazing. So these exact steps you can take to nourish your body and break free from the sugar grip that has a hold on you. Because the truth is that your body is truly meant to thrive. It's not meant to just survive. So if you're just surviving, please, we're here for accountability. Really join me for this powerful interactive session. And let's really take your first step toward a healthier, more vibrant you and keep you on track for what your goals were for 2025. I know that you're ready to transform your relationship with sugar. So drop a yes in the comments if you're in. Save your spot. I just put the link in there for you to register in Zoom. And my final words are this to you. Remember that your health is in your hands. You do not have to suffer through winter feeling exhausted. Small intentional actions are going to set you up for strong immunity, really good heart health, boundless energy. And I believe in you. I really, really believe in you. And I know that you can do this. I am sending you so much love and blessings this Friday afternoon here on the East Coast, or wherever you are when you listen to this. And please join me Wednesday. And if you can't be there for Wednesday, we will drop a link. If you're on our emailing list, I may be doing another one on Friday, but come Wednesday. That's going to be the most fun. I can't wait to see you. Have an amazing weekend. Much love to everybody, and so many blessings sent your way. And thanks for showing up and being you.